Joyce, buried in your research note is one single sentence laying out the GDP numbers for the different regions. If I have an ancient theme of 3% growth being recession for a global economy, how close am I to a global recession?
I think our recession tracker last fall was at 25%, and we've moved it up to 40%. And that's mostly off of two factors. It's business sentiment and the labor markets. Now, it's not close to recession. 40% is not predicting a recession in the next 12 months, but the recession risk has moved higher. So in the first half of the year, the global economy was tracking at about trend, 2.75% growth. But in the second half of the year, we see that coming off quite a bit.
Joyce, Bloomberg heard from FedEx yesterday. He's got a little bit of experience. There's a guy who you'd least expect to go after the president. He went after the president. We'll show that later, folks. If FedEx is talking about abruptness here and slowdown, will that be a topic at G20?
I think you're seeing more of the business community, including FedEx, talking about the global slowdown. And one of the challenges I have been hearing, but if you're in a business like FedEx, how can you actually assure that you're in compliance with some of these things? That, for example, how can you ensure that you're not, transporting parts of Huawei? You don't know what's inside the packages, right? So you are creating this uncertainty right now that is hitting business sentiment. It is hitting the way that people think about investment and how they can plan ahead.
Okay, how would you plan investment? When you look at your global research, are we due a slowdown that could edge on recession in the next 18 months, or is that too pessimistic?
I think I think that's too pessimistic, but we do a couple of different scenarios. So we've looked at what happens if these phase 3 tariffs go into place, and we think that could actually take about cost the taxpayer that the current phase 2 tariffs have cost about $600 for each household. We think that could go all the way up to $1,550. So that wipes away the benefits of the Tax Act if you were to see the phase 3 tariffs go into place. So we run different scenarios looking at the impact that the tariffs have on consumers and also on business confidence and business sentiment, and whether this could actually bring global capex to zero.